Alright, so now I'm just going to read through some of the questions I've been getting on how to deal with everything involving this pandemic and our emotions, mental health. It ranges. So the first question is, what are some good techniques to help with a bad panic attack? So I've really addressed this one already, but just to highlight, prior to experiencing a panic attack, most people know if they've had a panic attack, they know what the signals are or red flags are before they get into that full panic attack mode. So some of the symptoms of anxiety that I mentioned: rapid heart rate, sweating, restricted breath, heavy chest, things like that. So at the first sign, that would be a good time to practice the belly breathing, deep breathing, but really belly breathing helps a lot more. Doing it at that stage, if you're in full panic attack mode, that's when you can try to do the grounding. A lot of times, full panic attack, individuals feel like, I'm going to die. They're thinking, okay, I can't catch my breath. Nothing really works in that state because they're in the fight, flight, freeze mode, and their body is just, reacting. So the grounding can really help calm that sympathetic nervous system down, regain some normal bodily functions in that state. So those are the two that I would say. And then the other one would be preventative steps. So not letting yourself watch the news all day, or doing things that can really distract you throughout the day and help you release the emotions and processing things rather than having it build up to the point where it's uncontrollable. When this is all over, how do you get back into the real world? How do you get to normal again? So this really comes with the maintaining the healthy, consistent schedule tip that I touched on. If we are changing our routine completely, it's going to be hard to go back to what the real world looked like beforehand. So maintaining as much of a schedule as we can to what we used to experience will help that transition. I think of like growing up in school when we had 2 months of summer, 2 months of a different routine. There was always like a little transition period of going back to school, like, okay, we're gonna go pick up our syllabus, or we're going to go pick up our teacher list and book list and things that slowly weaned us back into the routine of school and the mindset of school. So for those of us that are working and things like that, it's just continue that work schedule and routine. For those of you who maybe lost jobs and are looking for new places of employment, continuing a schedule might look like, okay, I'm going to research for jobs during my work hours, and I'm going to focus on research or doing other things that pertain to my chosen career. Another question is steps to control cabin fever in your house. What can you do daily to help you keep sane in your house? This might look different for every single person. I would say, as far as just the house aspect altogether, seeing if you can, if you're in a situation where you can step outside, if you can walk around your house to not get antsy, maybe change up the scenery of where you're working each day. Personally, for me, I spend half of the day at a low coffee table because I like sitting on the floor anyway, and doing work there. I'll transition to the couch at some point. So I kind of switch up my scenery so I'm not feeling like I'm seeing the same wall every single day, and that's my life. So a lot of this might also refer to who is in your household. So for me, it's just my husband and I. So if there's more than one person, it might be a great time to work on communication and expectations. So what does this look like with two people that are still working from home, still continuing their jobs, setting clear expectations, practicing the communication of, well, why don't we both work these hours and then we'll both take a break for lunch together so we can have some social interaction. Another way to help cabin cabin fever might be to listen to music, like have parts of your day where you can dance, open up windows, do things that can really change up the dynamic of the house. Have your cozy times where you can light candles, do something more relaxing, have your brightly lit times where you can, change up the atmosphere in the house. All of those subtle changes can really help with overall mood and feelings in your environment. Next question is how to stay positive. So I touched a little bit about the anxiety and the thinking traps that we get to when we only focus on things outside of our control. How to stay positive, the first way to do this is to be mindful of what we are thinking. So if we have a thought that's positive, we're going to say, oh, that was positive. I noticed that. I feel good. This is a great thought. If we have a thought that's negative, we're like, that wasn't really a great thought. I'm not feeling so great about it. So then we're going to stop ourselves in our tracks. In that moment, we're going to challenge it. So if we think negative, okay, I just ate a whole bag of chips. What was I thinking? I feel really guilty about this. Oh, that's really negative. Instead, we can say, I was really craving that. My body needed that. I satisfied that craving now. Now I'm going to go make healthier choices throughout my day. I'm not going to dwell on the fact that I ate a bag of chips today because I have the opportunity to change it now. It already happened. Can't control it. It's in the past. Moving forward. That's just an example. So being aware of your thoughts and challenging them when they are negative. How do I know what to believe? So this comment was made with a lot of mixed signals from the media or people saying, go all out, relax, take this time, eat unhealthy, bake things, do you, that kind of message. Other people are like, be healthy, gotta do this. So really, we know neglecting our bodies isn't going to be healthy in the long term. Nobody can really tell you what to do though. You have to make your own decisions, see what you're going to feel happiest with, and accept that. So if people are telling you how you should feel in this moment, really there's no right or wrong way to feel. It depends on everybody's experience with this pandemic. Some people may feel, really, really depressed about it. They may have loved ones who have been affected or are experiencing symptoms themselves. So not trying to change how you feel is really important. Process those emotions, cope with those emotions. Don't just shove them down and say, okay, I'll just deal with it. Let it out. Cry if you need to. Write it, journal, do whatever you can, but really process those emotions is important. All right, I think that is all I have for questions at this time. If you have additional questions, you can leave them in the comments below or reach out to me, text or Instagram, however you have access to my website or Instagram will work, and I will try to answer those personally. So thank you for watching. I know this was a long one. I hope I covered many people's questions, and I hope this helps some of you or all of you. That would be awesome. All right, thank you.